office, I felt a strange sense of calm.
Should I use my revolvers?
I had everything figured out. It was that I finally had a plan. The lawyer, a no-nonsense woman named Clara, sat across from me, flipping through papers. She didn't waste any time with small talk. I've looked over
What should I use this round? Should I use new? Yeah, I'm gonna use this one.
It's bogus.
Says
They have
favorite.
no right to demand you remove that flagpole. The issue is
There we
whether
go.
you want to escalate this to court or find a more subtle way to handle it. I leaned forward. I'm not backing down.
I don't care about the jump scares and stuff.
I want to go to court if it comes to that. But I want to be sure I'm ready. I need to understand what we're up against. Clara nodded, making a note on her pad. I'll get you the specifics, but the important thing is that the HOA's actions...
Let's see how bad I got in.
Harassment. They're targeting you for something that's been in place for decades, and they don't have a leg to stand on legally. If it goes to court, they'll be on the defensive. I felt a surge of relief, but it was fleeting. I couldn't shake the feeling that Rachel was only going to double down now.
Lead from the front.
She wasn't someone who took kindly to losing. I left the lawyer's office feeling a little lighter, but also more...
There we go. Got my finisher and character equipped now, finally.
I was fighting for
Oh, wow.
my dignity, for my right to live without being dictated to by people who thought they could control everything.
I'm using the slash 'em up finisher like usual.
Emails, phone calls, and late-night research. I gathered every scrap of evidence I could find, every document that would prove the HOA was wrong. But still, the constant pressure...
Should I get King's Jewelry on all my melees and then try to get it on all my ARs next?
Hung over me like a storm cloud. They didn't
Get
know what it was
the...
like.
I'm gonna try and get King's Jewelry and then I'm gonna try and get the final Warzone camo. That's my goal.
But I knew this wasn't just about me. It was about standing up for what was right, for what my grandfather had fought for. He didn't back down from a fight, and neither would I. By the time I was done for the night, my mind was exhausted, but the fire inside me was burning brighter than ever. I was ready for what...
Jeez, this is different.
The days blurred together as the weight of the fight...
This is different. Oh god! I smacked my balls off of something.
And I gathered the evidence, but something kept nagging at me.
On
There
accident.
had to be more. Rachel wasn't going to just back down because of a few...
Wait, we're not together?
No. I needed something that would hit her where it hurt.
All stations, green light.
Something
We're
she
deployed
couldn't
to the war
ignore.
zone.
I wasn't sure what I was looking for, but I knew I had to keep digging. My grandfather had left
Means we're not working together this round.
papers, keepsakes, and mementos that I'd shoved into boxes over the years. Stuff that had sentimental value, sure, but also,
Gotcha.
just as importantly, things that might hold a key to
I did not,
the battle
Phil.
I was about to wage. I hadn't looked at them in years, but something...
That is a sick load-in. Is that care package as well?
I found myself climbing into the
Your
attic,
team leader.
a place I
Set a
hadn't
drop point
ventured
for your
in too
squad
long.
soldier.
The dusty old boxes stacked high against the rafters.
Get
looked
ready.
like
Let's try not go fancy.
I almost turned back. Feel my grandfather's presence.
Last human alive wins. So our goal is to win, but as well get as much kills. I'm gonna mute up my mic. I'm gonna, I turn on push to talk. What a dumb move, whatever.
Coughing as the dust swirled up in the dim light. Each box
Listen, I've been off too long, so I don't have my usual, I'm not even used to my original sensitivity like I was playing a lot.
long buried. And with every item I uncovered, I could feel the pressure building. There were old letters from the war, pictures of my grandfather with men who'd long since passed, medals that had been tucked away and forgotten.
Who you?
Nothing that felt like the breakthrough I needed.
Man, I just finally got back on.
Maybe it was all just a pipe dream.
Hostiles are resupplying.
An old folder. It was tucked behind a stack of worn, leather-bound books, practically shoved into a corner. It wasn't marked, but something about it caught my eye. This was what I'd been searching for.
Came up behind me, what gay? That's just so gay if you don't come up behind like that.
There it was, an official-looking letter, stamped and signed by the
No, I'm about to turn, I don't got antivirus.
The one that had been issued to my grandfather back when he first installed it. The letter was a relic from decades ago, and yet it held the
Now where is the people?
Enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas
was
threat.
authorized by the state, legal and unchallenged at the time. This wasn't just a piece of paper. It was the weapon I needed to force Rachel's hand. The sudden realization hit me. Rachel hadn't just been harassing me. She had been trying to erase a piece of...
Wait, I can mimic people?
A history that was backed by the law. She didn't know what she'd been messing with.
Oh, wait, is that a key
Holding
card?
that letter,
But first chest I opened, I got a red access key card.
I could almost feel my grandfather's presence there, as if he was telling me to keep fighting, to never give in. I took the letter downstairs and set it on the kitchen table, staring at it for a long time.
Squad mate has been
It felt
infected.
like a bitch,
Locate
but it
antivirus
was
to
more
help
than
cure
that.
them.
It was a declaration. I had the law on my side.
So if we kill someone, we,
As I sat there, I
we
thought
come
about
back
Lena's
human?
words from the other day, how she'd warned me about pushing too hard, about the risk of getting in over my head. But I wasn't scared anymore. This wasn't just
I'm not
about
like
me.
this mode.
It wasn't even about the flagpole anymore. This was about standing up for my family's legacy. And I wasn't going to let anyone, especially Rachel, take that from me. The next morning, I called Clara, the lawyer. I could hear the surprise in her voice
Found
when I
someone.
told her what I'd found. You're kidding
I'm gonna
me,
get 'em.
she said, her tone sharp. This is
I'm gonna
exactly
EMP
what we
them.
need.
I'm gonna
This
EMP
proof
their
gives
objects
us a
I'm gonna
solid
have.
foundation. They can't touch you now. I know, I replied, a small
Okay.
smile.
Infestation is half complete.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
No way, I got aimbotted like that.
Need to be
I couldn't
faster.
shake the feeling that the tide was starting to turn in my favor.
Oh, I'm dead fully,
The
ain't I?
discovery of the permit felt like a turning point. It wasn't just about winning the legal battle. It was about proving that I had a right to stand my ground. And for the first time in weeks, I finally felt like
Is it
I
just
was
like
in control of
running?
the situation. I went to the kitchen and poured myself a cup of
Infestation's
coffee.
reaching
As
critical
I looked
levels.
out the window
Prep
at
for
the
contact
flag
with the
waving
undead.
proudly in the wind, I knew this wasn't over. But I also knew I was ready for whatever came next. I couldn't help but smile as I walked back from the lawyer's office, that permit still clutched tightly in my
Just
hand.
moving in.
The weight of
New
it felt
safe zone
different now.
located.
Are you
It wasn't
human
just a
again?
piece of paper. It was a message.
No, you're not.
To Rachel, to the HOA, to everyone who thought they could run roughshod over my family's history. And as the legal steps piled up, I started to realize that I
Infestation's
wasn't the only
initiated.
one who had a stake
Undead
in
threats
this.
are entering the AO.
Rachel wasn't just trying to knock me down. She was targeting
got a loadout
everything my
drop inbound.
grandfather stood for. The flagpole was
Wait, I'm not Am I infected anymore?
To bring yourself back to life.
the more I thought about it, the more I
Stand to you,
realized
soldier.
how deeply
Bring the wind
personal
home.
this fight had become. I was sitting on the porch when Lena came over. She wasn't walking her dog this time. She was here with purpose. Her expression was tight, serious.
Enemy soldiers incoming. Gas is inbound.
Over here, get something out.
Infestation is progressive. Stand by for undead redeployment. Antiviral secure. Search for more. We're halfway to infestation. Get ready to ride. Infection cleared. Try to stay that way.
Incoming fire.
Infestation levels are near critical. The dead will be rising soon. Infestation is active.
Load a new mag.
Undead threats incoming. A member of your squad is infected. They're redeploying as an undead friendly.
on me! Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone. Man down!
Locate antiviral to cure your infection.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
A squad mate cured their infection.
Squad's in the safe zone. You're losing ground. Moving.
What can I do? It's stupid because everyone's wanting an LMG now.
This is just the beginning, I said. We're not backing down.
Gotta wait until next. Oh, I'm dead completely, ain't I?
This fight, or is Rachel about to pull another fast one? What would you do if someone tried?
Think you can get that buy station?
That mattered so much to your family. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Why don't you buy me back? Am I just a zombie or a human?
Updates. You won't want to miss how this battle unfolds. The following days felt like a chess game. Each move calculated, each piece slowly falling into place. I could feel the weight of the legal battle pressing down on me, but something about the way the battle unfolded gave me a strange sense of peace. Rachel wasn't.
They EMP'd you.
Not this time. Lena had become an invaluable ally.
A member of your squad is redeploying as an undead
She
operator.
was digging into records with her, pulling up past cases, studying every piece of information we had. Her legal background.
Can you just survive in gas?
I didn't even know I needed. Together, we were piecing together a strategy that would force Rachel's hand. The morning after
You get some 3 surrenders, I guess you come back as well.
In another case, Lena and I met at the kitchen table, papers spread out before us like a battlefield. This could be it, I said, tapping the file in front of me. If we present this to Clara, it'll show a clear pattern of abuse. This is bigger than just me. Lena nodded, eyes focused on the document. Rachel's been using her position to manipulate the that's clear. This case could be leverage, but we have to make sure we're ready. We need something more than just paperwork. We need her to slip up, get her to make a mistake.
Keep your head up and return
I
to
leaned
base
back,
to debrief.
chewing on the end of it.
I hate this game mode.
Lena raised an eyebrow. What's the plan? You'll love this, I said with a half smile. I'm going to get Rachel to reveal herself. Make her admit she's been overstepping.
Because I can't do anything because half the time I get shot in the back.
Just in a casual conversation, we can use it against her. Lena's expression softened, and for the first time in days, I saw a hint of humor in her eyes. You're talking about setting a trap. Exactly. I'm going to bait her. If she's as sure of herself as I think she is, she'll walk right into it. For the next few hours, we ran through every possible scenario. I knew Rachel well enough by now to predict how she'd react if she thought she was winning.
You want to just do a resurgence?
I wasn't just going to throw her off guard.
Casual
I was going to
resurgence
make her
like
think
usual?
She was in control, then watch her unravel. Later that week, I found myself in the neighborhood's community center, trying to act casual while I waited for Rachel to arrive. She was running the HOA meeting that evening, and I had a seat reserved at the back, hoping to get a few moments alone with her.
How?
I'd
That's
rehearsed
casual.
my lines, prepared for every possible reaction. It was
How'd
all
it come
about playing
sweaty?
the long game. As the meeting started, I noticed Rachel's usual arrogance, her sense of control.
Fine, I'll
the way
equip
she
my
looked
best
down
loadout
on
and see what
anyone who dared
happens.
challenge her. She didn't even glance at me.
Couldn't
when
be
I
that
was
bad.
but I could feel her eyes on me when I sat down. I took my seat, watching her with careful attention. She couldn't know what I was planning. After the meeting wrapped up, the room started to clear out. I waited for the usual crowd to disperse, then walked toward Rachel, who was talking to a few board members. I hung back, pretending to be preoccupied with my phone, but my ears were tuned to every word she said. Finally, the crowd thinned, and it was just me and Rachel. She didn't seem
What
to
is that
notice
sniper
until
rifle?
I stood right in front of her. Jack, she said with a tight smile.
Why is that barrel so long of that sniper?
What can I do for you? I kept my tone casual, leaning against the wall. I just wanted to talk to you about the flagpole again, Rachel. I know things have gotten heated, but I thought we could clear the air. She crossed her arms, raising an eyebrow. What exactly is there to clear up? The rules are the rules. You've already been fined. You don't like it? Too bad. I couldn't help but smile. She was getting defensive already. Exactly what I'd been waiting for. See, that's the thing. I don't mind rules, but I think we both know that some of these rules, well, they don't apply to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, Sassy. How you doing, girl? How you doing, boy? How you doing, my boy?
I took a deep breath, knowing I had to tread carefully. I've done some research, Rachel, and I think you might have some explaining
Rock
to
up.
do.
You're headed to the
Your
war
HOA
zone.
has
I'll put you down.
overstepping its boundaries.
Jeez, Sassy, please leave me alone, child.
Rachel's posture stiffened. She glanced around and looked at the state.
Enemy soldiers
What you're implying, Jack, this isn't the time for accusations. I kept my voice steady, leaning in just a little. I think it's exactly the time. You've been playing by your
You're not lying, I guess.
I think it's time the community knew exactly what kind of power trip you're on.
I guess they are gone a bit sweaty.
Immediately, her lips pressed. She took a deep breath, finally speaking with maturity. I think you've got me, don't you? Fine, but know this. Nothing's gonna change. I'll do whatever it takes to keep this neighborhood not at death, Jeff. And just like that, the trap was set. I didn't need
Do you want to try Land Control Center?
bring them back fast.
The next few days were a strategy session.
I'm gonna try to.
I felt the tide shifting in my
I'm
face,
been on a couple days, so I don't know if I keep my original skills.
and I wasn't about to back down now. I could feel Rachel's tightening grip on her neighborhood. And it wasn't just a fight for me anymore. This was bigger. It was about standing
Knock
up to
someone.
someone who thought they could control everything. Even things
Stay alive.
thought
Bring
of
them
as
back.
always. She sifted through the evidence, including
Good
the
kill.
permit, the zoning
Marking the
laws,
rest of that
and now
squad on
a
your tac
recording
map.
of Rachel's
Get hunting.
words. This could break the case wide open, she said one morning after listening to the tape for the 5th time. Rachel's arrogance is her biggest mistake. She thinks she can bulldoze over anyone who stands in her way.
Are you trying to airstrike me?
Clenched with resolve.
Oh, huh.
Let her get
Huh.
away with
Will
it.
take.
This isn't just about the flagpole anymore. It's about what she's done to everyone here. Lena had been an unwavering presence through all of this. She'd kept her distance, choosing not to go to the HOA meetings or stir up the usual drama. But now, she was in. She'd sent an anonymous
Oh,
letter to
boys,
neighbors,
where you
including
at?
some who had been silent, urging them to show up in support. It wasn't much, but it was enough to get a few people talking.
I have terrible aim.
Personal she was about to find out how wrong she was. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I can't aim anymore.
it wasn't fear, exactly, but the pressure
Super.
of everything hanging on this moment.
Let's get back in.
I just got spammed from the side because I couldn't
Everything
aim.
my grandfather had thought felt like it was at stake. I kept reminding myself it wasn't just about
It was just
me.
a small
It was
break.
about doing the right thing. When we walked into the courthouse,
Oh my
everything
god,
was out.
seriously? Straight
It felt
spamming?
sterile. Everything was stark white and unforgiving.
Enemy
Clara
soldier
led me to a
incoming.
small room off to the side. Lena was already there, her arms crossed tightly, the same quiet resolve in her eyes that had been there from the beginning. She didn't speak much. She didn't need to. I could see in her face that she understood what this meant. We waited in silence as the minutes ticked by.
Hello.
The doors to the courtroom opened, and
You driving that motorcycle?
with her usual confident stride, a smirk plastered on her face like she owned the place. She wasn't even trying to hide it now. The arrogance, the belief that everything was hers to control. I stood up straighter. She may have been walking in like she
Snipe.
already won, but I knew differently. It was her turn to
You're in the
the weight
safe
of what
zone.
she'd done.
No matter what, I still keep that sniping ability.
From that
People
squad.
shuffled,
Hunt them
brief
down.
introductions, and then it was time for the argument. Clara stepped forward first, presenting her case clearly
Target
and
down.
conviction.
Marking
She
the
laid
rest
out
of
the
us.
history of the flagpole, the state-issued permit, and the
Enemies are
HOA's
dropping into
repeated
the area.
violations of
Watch your
property
skies.
rights. The evidence was solid, and the look on Rachel's face as Clara spoke made it clear she hadn't expected this kind of fight. Rachel's attorney, some slick guy I'd never seen before, took the floor next. He tried to spin the narrative, suggesting that
Good kill.
that it
Marking
violated
the rest
some
of that
vague
squad on your
aesthetic
tac map.
guideline.
Get
But
hunting.
every word felt like an attempt to shift the conversation away from the real issue. That Rachel had overstepped her authority. That was the heart of the matter.
Oh wow! Coming up behind my little pussy.
Finally,
Doesn't change, does it?
stood slowly, my legs trembling.
Let's get good snipes in.
I had practiced this speech over and over.
Oh, Super, he took my
I
loadout.
wasn't sure how it would come out. I cleared
I had the kilo loadout. Should I kill him?
my voice steady but carrying. This flagpole represents more than just a piece of property. It represents the legacy of a man who fought for the freedom to enjoy. It's a symbol of.
Where'd you go? I need that back from him because I can't have someone holding that.
The HOA's actions.
That's a loadout I don't want anyone holding, actually. Do you agree?
Become a tool of control, a way to strip away the things that matter most to us.
You gotta hunt him down.
I'm here to protect my family's dignity and our right to live freely in our own homes. I let the words hang in the air for a moment. The courtroom was silent. Rachel's face had gone rigid, her eyes burning
Enemy
with
dropping
anger,
into the
but
AO.
she didn't speak.
I'm trying to find
I continued,
him.
my voice growing more confident.
Ow!
My fight. This is about what happens when people are too scared to stand up for what's right. If we let her get away with this, then what's next? What other parts of our lives will she take control of?
Should I just grab another
The room
loadout?
was still. Even Rachel seemed to be processing. the
No,
weight
we're
of
not.
My words had hit their mark.
We'll find him, we'll find him.
Behind us, giving me a thumbs up.
Well, come on!
The judge, who had been
Let us get our
watching
loadout.
his face, the judge leaned forward, his voice calm but authoritative. Thank you, Mr. Matthews.
You're in the top kid. Keep knocking them
As we
down.
left the courtroom, I felt the adrenaline crash, the tension releasing. It wasn't over, not by a long shot, but it was a start.
Should we give him a chance,
For the first
or...
time in a long time, I felt like I had a chance. The courtroom was quiet, the tension hanging thick in the air
Enemies are
as we
dropping
waited
into
for
the
the
area.
judge's ruling.
Watch the
I
sky.
could feel the sweat on my palms, my stomach twisting with nerves, but I refused to let it show. Lena stood beside me, arms crossed, her face tight with concentration.
I made this.
One last time.
He's on the ground.
Her notes as if
Finish
she
him
were
off.
preparing for battle. Her confidence was a stark contrast. The moments ticked by slowly, almost painfully. Too much confidence in the previous days now sat in silence. Eyes darting.
I'm using an Uzi and LMG.
Even Rachel, who had been so sure of herself,
Yeah, I reload my
less
LMG.
composed than she had the first time we met. She wasn't speaking. She wasn't even looking at me, and for the first time I could see it. She started.
Squad made it to the safe zone.
The judge finally entered the room. He took a seat at the bench, and the air seemed to shift with his presence.
Oh,
Everyone in the room
sniper.
fell silent as he scanned the paperwork before him. I could feel the weight of his gaze as he glanced briefly at me, then back to the papers. Mr. Matthews, Miss Carter, he began,
Got 10
his voice
squads
calm
active
but
in the
firm.
field.
I've reviewed all the evidence.
I saw that glare.
The case.
Enemy
The
soldier
arguments,
incoming.
the evidence, and the legal precedents have been carefully considered. He paused, looking at Rachel's side of the room, then at ours. This is not a matter of personal preference or aesthetic choice. This case is about property rights, state law.
No,
and
no, no. Where you going?
Rachel shifted in her seat, her eyes now narrowed with frustration. She had been so sure that her position was her irritation radiating across the room.
What a spammer!
I was the one trying.
I guess you're the spammer's #1 fan, aren't you? Spamming an AR straight when someone gets close.
Given the state,
Super, what are we gonna do with this lobby?
its guidelines in this situation have overstepped its boundaries. I am
Is that like
not in
a?
favor of
Is that
this
just like a
The
full-on
final
19
survivor
caliber
of the
sniper
flagpole
rifle?
shall remain. It barely contained
that like-
it. It was happening. It was really happening.
Please do not go too far with that.
The weight of the ruling settled over me. I could see Lena's smile out of the corner of my eye.
Live station
For a
right.
moment,
Bro, seriously?
staring
Enemies
at
are
the
dropping
judge,
into the
making
area.
sure
Watch
I
the
wasn't
sky.
imagining it. Rachel's expression was
Enemy destroyed. Use
but
your
then
tac
the
map
anger
to hunt
came
down the rest
sharp
of them.
and fast. He stood up abruptly and dropped his chair back. This
Right now I was picking up guns off the ground so see if I can get a good weapon off the ground.
barely contrite.
Sometimes I can.
You'll regret this. The HOA
You good?
will never let this go. You'll see. The judge didn't flinch. This case is closed, Miss Carter. You may leave. For a moment, Rachel just stood there, hands clenched.
Is that loadout?
But then she stormed out
Yoink,
the courtroom,
yoink,
her heels
yoink.
furiously against the door. The tension of the moment she was gone, replaced by the calm relief.
Nah, oh my god!
Soon, as the judge prepared to release the case, congratulations, Mr. Matthews. This has been a long
Here, catch.
Good kill.
You're free to go.
Oh, scavenger too. I'll take that.
We did it, she said,
Someone-
her voice full of disbelief. I looked over at Claire,
All
who was
squad mates are
smiling
in the
more
safe
widely
zone.
than I had seen her in days.
You've got gas
It wasn't
moving.
this part of the
Target down.
fight was
Marking
over.
the rest of them.
We walked out of the courtroom together, the weight of the ruling settling in, and I couldn't stop smiling. You know, I wasn't sure if it worked, I
Enemy
said,
destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the
Should I
rest.
Kobe buying this grenade down someone?
But even it feels good to see Rachel finally lose.
Should I Kobe buying a grenade?
Deep breath, watching the sunlight flood into the hallway as we stepped outside. I felt lighter, freer.
Kobe!
The burden I hadn't even realized I was carrying had been lifted.
Enemy
I
soldiers
knew
incoming.
this wasn't just about fighting. It wasn't about a petty
Mark
fight.
remaining operators from
It
that
was about
squad.
standing
Hunt
up
them
for
down.
It was about the fact that
Target down. Marking the
together
rest
has
of
the
them.
power to
Not a bad weapon.
those who try to bully
Mark
us.
remaining operators from
It
that
wasn't just
squad.
my
Hunt
victory,
them
it was
down.
ours. And somehow,
Be advised,
finally get the
search is no
justice he
longer
deserved,
active.
or is Rachel going to find a way to come back soon?
Stand to you,
What would you
soldier.
have done, kid?
Stay
To the kid?
sharp.
Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget
Strike
to
rates
subscribe
have been
for more
restocked.
updates.
Load up.
The story isn't
Wait,
over
trash
yet,
talk to you?
and you won't want to miss what happens next. The relief I felt after the ruling was short-lived.
Squad mates back
The
on
weight of it
station.
was still
Good
there,
work.
heavy in my chest, but now it was different. It wasn't about the victory. It was about what came next. What Rachel would do, how the neighbors would respond, and what this would mean for the community.
Watch out!
I couldn't just walk away from it. Not when I knew there was still a chance that Rachel
What?
was in trouble.
Oh my god, come on! Snipe campers!
Lost that one. W next time.
Mostly from neighbors who had stayed quiet during the fight were now
I hate that. I was literally demolishing with that weapon.
There were some who were thankful, but others, those who had always avoided confrontation, had a different opinion. I was sitting at the kitchen table when Tony stopped by, looking uncomfortable. He didn't sit right away, just stood there,
Battle Royale?
sticking out the window of the flat. I didn't think it would actually happen, he said after a long pause.
One more match and then we'll go to that
What do you mean?
deal.
I asked, leaning back in my chair, crossing my arms. I thought Rachel would win, he muttered. Honestly, I was just trying to keep my head down. I didn't want to be the one caught in the middle of everything.
Okay.
I could hear the hesitation in his voice, the same uncertainty I'd seen in so many others. They didn't want trouble, they just
You wanna try out this LMG loadout?
But peace at the cost of standing up for what's right wasn't peace at all. You don't have to apologize, Tony, I said, sitting up straight. You don't owe me anything, but if this fight means something to you, if you want things to change around here, then you've got to stand up too. You've got to speak out. Tony glanced over at me, his expression conflicted. I'm not the kind of guy who makes noise. I don't...
Call much on nice.
I shook my head slowly. You don't have to fight in the front line, but if everyone stays quiet, Rachel wins again. This is your neighborhood too, Tony? If not now, when? He didn't answer immediately. Instead, he gave a tight nod before heading out the door, leaving me alone with my thoughts. I wasn't ready yet. Not today, anyway. The next few days felt like a strange kind of limbo. The court ruling was a victory, but it was only the beginning of the fallout. Rachel wasn't the type to accept defeat. She had too much pride and too much
Enemy
power.
dropping
When the
into the
HOA
AR.
board meeting came around, I knew it wasn't just about the flag. Rachel had been humiliated. I could tell she was plotting something. This wasn't going to be the end. Walking in the meeting with my steps steady, the room was full of unusual faces. Some people I recognized from the neighborhood.
Who got 19 caliber to the face?
Rachel, standing at the front, her posture stiff, her eyes scanning the room like she owned it. She didn't even acknowledge me when I
All
walked in.
stations, we are
The
green to
chairwoman
go.
called the meeting
Stand
to
by for
order,
deployment.
and the familiar round of pleasantries began. I sat quietly, waiting for the hour. I could see Rachel's frustration building, her back against the wall, her hands pressed tightly.
You ready?
She wasn't going to lose.
Surgeon.
of disrespect for the rules.
Marking LZ.
Stay
Get
alive.
prepped.
Now, we're in a situation where we have to decide.
I went to my usual starting location when this just come up.
But hearing it aloud felt different. She wasn't talking about a flagpole anymore. She was talking about me. Calling for a
Enemies
vote.
dropping into the area. Watch
Her
the
voice
skies.
louder now, full of authority. We need to decide if we are going
What?
to stand by the integrity of this community.
Nice
Or
job.
let one person, one man, destroy the values we
Changing
worked
mags.
so hard to uphold. I stood
I got
up
newsy.
slowly, cutting through the tension in the room. You're not talking about rules anymore, Rachel, I said, my voice steady but firm. You're talking about control. You want to dictate every part of our lives, and I'm not going to let you. The room fell silent. Everyone was watching now, waiting
Hey, what's
for
up,
what happened
kid?
next. I could feel the weight of their eyes on me. Some of them waiting to see
You
me
chill?
back down.
Hey, you
Rachel's
chill,
face
sir?
turned red. She gritted her teeth,
Where you at?
her hands shaking. You're gonna regret this, Jack.
I don't know if
You
he's
think
still
this is
fighting me.
over, but it's just beginning. You've made this personal, and you'll see. I always win. I stepped
Jill?
forward, my voice low but resolute. Not
Enemy
this
soldier
time.
incoming.
Hello.
The silence in the room was deafening.
Keep
No
going.
one spoke. Rachel's glare was sharp enough to cut, but I stood my ground, refusing to give up. It wasn't about winning the argument anymore. It was about setting the tone for the future, showing
Catch.
everyone in that room that standing up for it was a necessity. Rachel stormed out of the room.
Jeez,
her
someone
heels
doesn't know how to
clicking
talk.
against the floor. But I could see the cracks now. The power she'd once held was slipping, piece by piece, until there was nothing
Yeah, I
but
mean.
hollow
Things in
shell.
actual. Target is down.
I turned to face the world. This isn't just about
Don't come up behind me, huh? Think smarter.
want. It's time we take back control. For the first time, I saw some of the neighbors
Right.
nod. A few stood up. The tide was turning. The battle wasn't over, but it felt like a new experience. The tension in the room was palpable. Rachel hadn't just stormed out of the HOA meeting. She'd left a trail of hostility behind her. The kind of energy that filled the air. For the first time, I could feel the fellowship.
Marks remain
The neighborhood was beginning to slip. The quiet nods from the neighbors, the hesitant glances, they were all adding up. It wasn't over. Not yet. But I wasn't going to let Rachel get away with this. Not when so much was at stake. The next few days were a blur of phone calls and subtle whispers behind closed doors. The HOA had called for a special meeting, but this time it wasn't just about the flagpole. It was about everything Rachel had done to manipulate the community.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map.
Camping?
This time, I wasn't just fighting for my property. I was
Camping?
fighting for everything. I stood at the back of the room when the meeting started, my eyes scanning the crowd. There were more people here than I expected. Neighbors who kept quiet showing up. Some with clear defiance in their postures.
No.
Unsure of where
Wow, nice camping.
but the energy in the room, this wasn't
2 against 1.
It was a reckoning. Rachel took her
Bro,
eyes
super. 2 against 1.
darting around the room with that same sharp, calculating look. She was trying to
That's
protect
cooking her pretty hard.
when she spoke.
What are you doing to poor people, super?
But I noticed it. The cracks.
Ready for
What are you doing to people?
I called this meeting because we need to address
This lion?
the situation. Rachel began, her tone sharp. There are still people
Ah,
in
nice.
this neighborhood who are defying
I'm gonna go get my revenge, okay?
They're above the law. We cannot let this
Marking
slide.
target location.
A murmur went
So I'm
through
gonna be
the
over
crowd,
here.
and I saw a few people exchange glances. I could feel the shift.
You know I can't let 2 against 1 get their fair play.
That evening. She'd use her
Would you?
position, her power, to try and regain control. I stood up slowly.
Enemies
The weight
dropping
of
into the
weapons
area.
set me.
Watch the skies.
Every eye in the
Those,
room turned toward me. For a moment, there was a heartbeat of silence, and I felt the weight of the entire neighborhood.
You.
This was about the whole community.
Oh wow, coming up behind.
My voice
I guess they moved. I'll go get my loadout then.
We manipulated the rules against the law and pushed people around.
How much you dropping so
Make
far?
yourself feel
You
powerful.
dropping bodies?
This isn't about a flagpole. It's about control. I could see the anger flash in Rachel's
get back
eyes,
in.
but she didn't interrupt.
I'm
She
coming
wasn't
down.
used to this kind of defiance, but she was trying
Good?
to keep her cool. I didn't plan to give her any more
See him.
space to maneuver. You think the rules are all that matters, I continued, but it's not about the rules anymore. It's about what happens
You're the
when
last one
someone
standing.
uses the rules to crush the very people. not this
Target
community,
down.
Rachel.
Marking the rest
And
of them.
people are done being afraid of you.
Tally shot
Rachel opened her mouth,
Enemy
but I didn't let
destroyed.
her speak.
Use your tac
This
map
was
to hunt
my
down the
moment,
rest of them.
and I wasn't going to waste it. You've made it clear that you only care about your version of this neighborhood. I went on, my voice growing stronger. But I'm here to tell you something.
I dropped in, killed everyone I saw.
And that's why we're not backing down.
Enemy UAV
I turned
overhead.
toward the group of neighbors who
Oh,
gathered in the
huh.
room. I could see some of them nodding, others standing straighter.
Yeah.
Starting to think.
Hello.
They were beginning to see the truth of what I was
We wanted to
seeing.
know if you were
That this
busy
wasn't
and
just
wanted to
about
go to the
one
wine
person's
swim.
fight.
Enemy
It was about
soldier
Swim?
incoming.
Can you wait after this match?
Huh?
I'm gonna match Warzone with a friend,
It's
old
a
friend of
moral
mine.
one, and you've lost.
Can I finish this up quick? I'm almost done.
Rachel's face was contorted
I can
with
buy
rage,
like
but there was
20,
nothing she could
30
say now.
minutes.
Yeah, that's all I need.
The tide had turned.
But
Sorry.
Rachel knew
Okay.
her grip
Sorry, my
was
bad.
over.
I'm just like getting with old buddy.
It's okay. You had no idea I was
One
coming.
by
There
one,
it goes.
Yeah. I'll get an outfit prepared after this match.
offered quiet
Okay.
support from me,
Well, I'll be back.
expressing their
Okay,
grief.
see ya.
Someone finally stood up. Others were still hesitant, but their
My
voices
girlfriend's
weren't
mother
as
wants.
uncertain before.
We're gonna go swimming.
The weight of the truth.
My girlfriend's mom was here.
This wasn't about compliance with petty rules. It was
Is there anyone
about
here?
standing
So I
up
got-
for someone
okay,
who
that's
abused
the new
their
loadout.
position for far too long.
Here,
Rachel's
let me grab
voice
this.
cut through the growing
Let me find
murmurs.
it again.
You think you've won? She spat, her face.
Right
red.
here.
This isn't over.
Here you go.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Oh, I was
But
gonna let you
wasn't
test out the new
afraid. She
Uzi
was
combo.
angry. That was a good
Enemy
sign.
dropping
It
into
meant
the
she was
AO.
losing control. No, Rachel, I said, my voice calm but firm.
It's that Uzi and
This
S and
is over.
LMG.
You've lost, and you won't be back.
I like the Uzi.
The room erupted.
Oh yeah,
into
by the way, you'll be
rage,
hearing Frontman
and
talk.
even those who had
So you're
stayed
saying this is like a
silent
railgun,
were
right?
speaking up.
She's gonna buy me
Rachel
20 to
stood
30 minutes because they have to get ready. And I'll probably get ready after this
Late.
match, so it means I'm
For the
getting
first
off.
time, she looked small.
I would play longer.
God!
God!
But it didn't matter. The battle was won. The community had stood up and
That reload. I'm gonna love this.
faced the rumor.
Oh, I love this thing.
We did it, I said.
Oh my god.
This
Looks like God just handed me a weapon, super.
The neighborhood felt different
Thank
now.
the Lord.
It was lighter, almost electric. Something shifted and people were finally starting to breathe again. Rachel's departure had been a slow burn, a long, drawn-out unraveling.
And
Ended in a quiet that made her
it's hard to hit because of the recoil. Let's see, can I hit this? Oh, I hit him in the legs, but it still cracked all the armor.
The days
All
after
remaining operators from that squad.
What do you think of the SMG?
silent or hesitant were stepping up, finding their voices, reclaiming their space.
Up there?
It wasn't just about the flagpole anymore.
9 left.
It wasn't
Don't ask what I did to the
It was about
LMG. I might have fed it a
realization
bit of
no
something
one could
special.
feel powerless, that even in small corners of the world,
I might have given it I'm gonna get up here and get
it
some
was about
snipes in.
showing that standing up for what was right.
Is the LMG annoying at the spam? Is it like shoot too fast for you? Oh wow! Bro is gay. No, I'm beating his down. Can I beat it? Can I beat him down? Can I slit his throat, please?
That made the fight worth it.
Gotcha. He has the railgun, by the
It
way.
was about what we left behind. The truths we
That gives you a free
values
access key card for a loadout.
Lena had come by
I hope he doesn't grab that railgun.
Her smile a little wider than it
Got
used to
gas
be.
moving in.
She was different now too. The
Is that-
quiet, reserved woman who had
Should be a zombie
stayed
skin.
was now one of
Stand by for redeployment.
She was part of the change. Her own strength had emerged through this, and I could see it in the way she
Hey
carried
boy,
She
think you
found
got
a
something of
voice,
mine.
One that wasn't afraid to speak up. We weren't just a team, we were a
Oh no, you just took the AR. He has the AR.
When the final paperwork arrived,
That's actually kinda
the
dangerous.
run was officially rescinded, and the HOA would have no further claim without a sense of closure. Not just in the legal sense, but emotionally. It was over. Rachel had lost. The victory wasn't just mine.
I don't got the AR anymore. I just got the
That
sniper.
evening, I decided to take a walk around the neighborhood. It had changed in the past few weeks.
Wait, is that it?
Not just physically, but in the energy.
It's a 9mm. I'm getting stabbed in the back.
So wary, so afraid to speak out. Now they greeted me with small smiles.
Watch out, someone behind.
Friendly nods. People were coming together. I stopped in front of Tony's house.
I turn around, he looks at me, I look at him.
But I knew he
Bop.
was watching.
Hey, how's the Lord? Hope he's giving you some good praise for your camping.
He was sitting on his
Do you
porch
agree?
when I walked up, looking up at the flagpole. Without a word, he stood.
He was a good
holding out his
camper.
hands to shake mine.
We didn't get a full 20 volts to
He
the
said
face.
quietly, his voice carrying a
You're
mix
saying
of
about
respect
that.
and gratitude.
No way! Our pew pew!
You fought for all of us, and I'm sorry for not seeing it sooner. I took his
Oh
hand.
boys! Oh my god, cause I'm gonna clap you. Yeah, I got another.
But it's worth it.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Smile, await
I got the weapon back. That was the kid that killed me earlier.
No
found
one
the
behind.
strength to step into his own power.
Super.
I'll be more vocal next time. This
That's the kid that killed me earlier.
He stood there, the air cool and calm.
That's the funny part.
Undercurrent of something new.
True revenge. He looks at me and I look at him, and then he gets
That
clapped
change takes time.
by
For the
20
first
volts
time,
of
I felt like
electricity.
things were moving in the right direction. Later that night, I sat down at the kitchen table.
What the?
How much has been accomplished? How far we
Oh,
Five squads
This
still
is just the
operational with
beginning,
the AR.
she said. Her voice
thank
soft
you.
and
Stab that into my
assertive.
foot.
But
It
we've
makes
started
me feel
something,
better.
And maybe, just maybe, other people will see that they can do the same.
What?
UAV in the area.
Word settled in. We made our
You're in the
statement.
Window.
top three. Don't let
Top
them down.
window.
That's what matters.
Only
I guess
two
the
left.
fight wasn't just about the fight. It was about saying that you are right to
Advise you
exist.
to
To
Okay.
protect
I gotta get off and get ready.
Lena smiled. a
I'll leave
quiet,
this match.
contented smile. And now it's about making
If I could, give me that loadout, but sadly I can't have that loadout since it's not a BO6 weapon.
The flag gently waving in the breeze. My grandfather.
But imagine getting 20 volts of 500 volts of electricity straight to the face.
It was about the way we carried ourselves, the way we treated each other. It was about ensuring that.
I
the
look at
values we
him,
fought for
he's
were-
just like,
that the
oh
stories we told and the history we carried were never erased. Because in the end, that's what really matters. What we leave behind.
I completed some missions on
Sometimes it takes
accident.
just one voice to break the silence.
Oh, I got the finisher.
Looking at the flag. It wasn't just a piece of fabric. It was a reminder that
the
standing
finisher?
up, no matter the odds, always makes a difference.
I gotta check this finisher
How
out
has
before I
your
get
own
off.
community changed after standing up to the rules that were wrong?
It might be a one I
Share
use
your
next.
comments, or tell us where you're watching.
Yeah,
Someone else to take that first step.
Definitely.
Making a change.
I'll use the finisher.
You're not authorized to record this, Nadine said.
Okay,
Halfway through
and
my
bye-bye.